Hey, good morning, everybody. Happy Monday. It is Authentic Deb. Be you because being you is enough. Today is a flat hair day. Oh, wow. That's an interesting do. Um, okay, so it's definitely a hat day. And I just wanted to come on and say, hey, we had a really good weekend. We had our friends Tiffany and Ashley in all week with us, which was awesome. And then the amazing Jeff Young showed up for a couple days. We worshiped, we talked, we ate a lot of key lime pie. Shout out to Jeff. I ate most of your pie. So Authentic Deb likes key lime pie, in case any of you really needed to know. I'm down with key lime pie, so it was good. What can I say? Let's see. Then we had I don't know, thunderstorms last night. Today's Monday. You know, it's a really good thing that I like my job. What's up, Ileana? Happy Monday. Uh, Although I could have used like an extra day. You know what I mean? It would have been nice for like one more day. But I'm awake, and what wisdom nugget should I leave you with today? First of all, D for Debbie. Coffee is good for me. Thank you. Thank you, Lord, for coffee beans. What is going on? So what I got going on this week, I got a lot of stuff going on. Um, when you have, here's something, when you have like your bullet list and it's like this long and they all seem really important, right? And not that they're not, but oftentimes there's just like one or two things that absolutely, possibly may just absolutely have to get done. And so this week I'm going to finish the rewrite on my chapter for the upcoming book, Fear in Us, which is a compilation of, I think, 18 or 20 different authors. And that's going to be out soon. So I'm really excited to be a part of it. It's actually the first book that I've done that it's like straight writing, like where hashtags for daily living, is, little paragraph things, and dunamis declarations is declarations, and where I'm teaching you how to make your own and this and that. It's kind of really inspired me to pick back up my original book that the Lord told me like over, I'm trying to think of how old I am. Bear with me. Probably, no, not quite that old. No, yeah, over 30 years ago that I was going to write a book. I was going to write many books. And at the time, I'm like, I was like 24 years old and God was speaking to me, and I didn't know that God could speak to us that way. So that was a whole nother interesting thing. Hey, what's up, Arizona? I'm trying to look at Facebook and here at the same time. So anyways, I had started a book called A Song in My Heart, Living a Life of Worship from the Inside Out. And I'd written a bunch of chapters, and some of it was compilations from messages, sermons that I'd done when I did a whole series on praise and worship, and really kind of broke it down into the Greek and Hebrew, and then brought it into how that works in our everyday life. And anyways, long story short, when I showed a friend of mine, who was an editor, a little bit of it, she basically said, you're all over the globe. You need to just start over. And this was like several years ago. And that kind of just, and it may be true that it was all over the place, but I let it stop me rather than taking like what was constructive out of it. And I just got like, oh, I can never do this. I'm not an author, da, 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 even though I have all these journals and notebooks and interesting things written down, when I hear from the Lord, and just start writing. And so I let it stop me. And so one thing about this book, Fear in Us, is I've been writing my chapter and went through the rough draft with Carolyn, who's organizing all this and helping edit and everything. This is her work. And I was validated. And we can say that we don't care what other people think, but validation is important. Yes, we get validation from the Lord, but validation from like an actual human being is important. And it was really a blessing to have somebody read what I've wrote, which, is very personal from my own life experience from back to a child, how fear has at times ruled my life. And to have somebody relate with that and resonate with that and say, like, this is a great paragraph, or this is a a great piece of writing. And so I kind of realized, like, you know what, I can pick back up that other book, that A Song in My Heart, Living a Life of Worship from the Inside Out, because there's nuggets in there, and maybe I need to rewrite it or just define it better. But I think writing this chapter kind of gave me that encouragement. That's what I kind of came away with after my rough draft Zoom call with Carolyn, is like, you do right. And to not minimize, like I was telling my friend Tiffany while she was here, we were talking about it. And I said something like, well, my other two works are, just, paragraphs with thoughts. And I go, anybody can write that. And I stopped myself. I go, wait, not everybody can write that. She goes, you're right. Not everybody can do that. So it's like, I found myself minimizing myself, but then I caught it. So what are you minimizing about yourself this weekend? Just listen to your words. I'm thankful that I caught my words and realized, oh, I just minimized myself, minimized my work. Where actually the hashtag for daily living is a great little 32-page inspirational thing with tons of nuggets of wisdom. And the Dunamis declarations, I've been going through it myself, is great. And I'm like, oh, who wrote that? Oh, well, you did. Well, I had help from God, but you understand what I'm saying. So for this week, I'm going to finish my rewrite on the Fear and Us chapter. I have some other things going on. And I'm going to allow myself to pick back up my original book, which was over 20 years ago, that the Lord told me I was going to write. I mean, I've had this title forever. It really is about how to just stay in tune with God. It's not about, Sunday mornings are great, don't get me wrong, or whatever, it's not about having to meet with other people and play an instrument or do anything like that. So A Song in My Heart, Living a Life of Worship from the Inside Out will get finished in this chapter called Fear and Us, or my chapter is called Queen of the What Ifs. But the book, Fear and Us, has really helped me kind of see how fear and insecurity stopped me from finishing writing something that has a ton of value, to demystify worship, to demystify things, and bring it down on a level of how do we worship. How do we stay in communion throughout our busy lives? So, and you can take that with how do you stay in communion with your spouse or this or that. I mean, it's not just, the Lord deserves our relationship, but so do the people around you. And how busy are we? And are we really in relationship, or are we just going through the motions? Maybe that's a whole nother topic. But anyways, I try to keep these to 10 minutes. So I hope you guys have a blessed week. And remember to be you, because being you is enough. Have a great day.